The UK's King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer. Buckingham Palace did not specify what type of cancer, but said Charles has begun treatment. The King's diagnosis comes about a week after he was treated for an enlarged prostate. For more on this, we bring in CBS News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Jon LaPook.
Jeff?
John, always good to see you. Okay, so we know, they said he was treated for a prostate issue, but this is not prostate cancer.
Right.
What did you make of the statement they put out?
Yeah, so this was a cancer. They don't say what kind of cancer it was or where it was found.
Should we be asking that question? What is it? What kind of cancer?
You know, this is the back and forth about, you know, how much do they want to share with the public and how much are they entitled to in terms of privacy. But it was found, obviously, unexpectedly. They went in there to do this procedure on the prostate. It was benign prostatic enlargement, which is a very common benign condition. They had said beforehand that there was it was benign, and in fact, the palace did say that this is not prostate cancer. Right. So, you know, where is it? I mean, it's a matter of speculation. And in fact, I read the statement from the palace, from Buckingham Palace. They said, please don't speculate on the cause, you know, and you know, they want their privacy.
But of course people will.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we will, but that's the next logical question. So they have to calibrate how they want to respond to that and deal with it.
The only thing I will say is that the prostate, you know, for people who don't know, the prostate's a small organ. It's sitting right underneath the bladder. As part of an operation to treat an enlarged prostate, typically you will examine the bladder. Now, but we have no idea if that was involved or anything at all like that.
You say, though, it's good news that he wasn't symptomatic of something necessarily.
Yeah.
Like he didn't go in because he was in extreme pain. They found this while they were doing something else, which is a good sign.
Yeah, you know, these things that are found incidentally, almost accidentally. I mean, it was accidentally. They went in to do one thing and they found another thing, and it turned out to be cancer. And if it wasn't causing so many symptoms, they were having findings or something on a test that they would find it and be suspicious of it beforehand, you wonder if it was, you know, at a generally early stage. So it might be a lucky thing that they tripped over this diagnosis. They didn't expect it. But if it's at an early stage, generally the earlier something is found in terms of cancer, the better the prognosis.
The palace right now has got a million different people telling them how to handle this and deal with all of this. They don't care what we think, certainly not me, maybe you as an expert on this. How would you proceed trying to, you know, this is a family issue and there are privacy concerns, but also as a way, I know you, because we've talked about this before, about awareness and helping others who may be going through something similar.
Right. If they would ask my advice, which they have not, my preference would be for openness here, because these are great opportunities to increase awareness, not just of the general concept of the king has cancer, but what kind of cancer? And there are so many people, obviously, who are suffering from cancer. I've treated so many people over the years. But whenever a celebrity, somebody who's well-known, comes out and does a procedure or has a diagnosis, it increases awareness, and then you tend to see an increase in screening, increase in people going to their caregivers and asking questions, and that's only good. So, I mean, if it were me, I would say, look, we all have bodies. I know there are parts of the bodies that we're more squeamish about than others, but I think this is a no embarrassment zone. You don't want people dying of embarrassment. And I think wherever it is, whatever it is, they should, I would prefer that they share that so that we could use it as a teaching moment.
Because you're right, 50 years ago, we probably wouldn't know anything about what was going on.
No, and in fact, you know, you and I were talking beforehand about there's a long history of celebrities, of politicians, of well-known people hiding their illnesses. Woodrow Wilson had a stroke while he was president and hid that. We know that JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, had Addison's disease, which is a lack of adrenal hormones. And President FDR, Roosevelt, had polio. You rarely were able to see that he was in a wheelchair. So, you know, this was hidden. And now I think it's just been a great trend to make these things public. And every time, I've been involved in so many of them, every time we do something publicly, we increase awareness. You know, Ryan Reynolds came to me and said, would you do a screening colonoscopy, right? We found a polyp. We found a benign polyp that was, you know, you find the polyp and it's cured. It doesn't have it's completely benign. It had the opportunity over years to turn into cancer, but instead the person doesn't get cancer. Do you know that screenings went up dramatically
That's great.
afterwards.
Something Ryan Reynolds and I have in common. You've performed colonoscopies on both of us, I think. And not to get too much into the weeds here, but there you go. There's me.
I noticed that Jeff Glor smile when I said, why is he smiling about this Ryan Reynolds story?
Why am I talking
But I
about
have
this?
to say this for HIPAA reasons, right?
Yeah.
Ryan came to me. I never would go to a patient and say, because there's a power structure, say, would you do a colonoscopy?
Yeah.
And you just outed yourself as my patient.
I came
so
because I came.
I didn't do that.
No,
I'm clean.
That's why I'm saying I'm acknowledging it as much.
So I think be open, be public, get the word out there, and people learn, and it saves lives. It saves lives.
It absolutely does. John,
Jeff Glor.
it's great to see you.
I'll have to see when you do.
Yeah, you're probably going to tell me I have to come in now, like in the next few weeks. All right.